Welcome back. She has been at the center of one of Omaha's oldest unsolved cases. It's been nearly 44 years since Laura Jane Linehan was killed. But now her family hopes better technology and a better reward might finally give them answers and justice.
She was the only one around.
Jackie Goodrich's eyes still light up when she describes her mom.
Oh, she was a character. She was a lot of fun, really spunky.
And her eyes still tear up when she thinks about how she died.
And I look through this again and think, my God, why, oh, why, oh, why?
This is a file, an inch thick, of who police talked to, who private eyes talked to in the 1979 murder of her mother, 60-year-old Laura Jane Linehan.
How many times do you suppose you've read this?
Oh, my God. In 42 years, probably 4,200 times.
It spells out in graphic detail what happened in this North Omaha home that December night. This is Newswatch 7 video, taken just hours after the Omaha North High cafeteria worker had been found killed. Now, Jackie wasn't home at the time, but her sister was, drifting in and out of sleep. And she told investigators she heard voices and then nothing.
And she heard dragging around the carpet and stuff, which actually was him dragging her from the living room to our bathroom to put her in the tub of water.
And that's where Laura's body was found, in the bathtub.
Do we have any idea why this happened?
No.
Omaha Detective Sherry King says there are a number of theories, but none that can be confirmed yet. You see, they only have the reports to go on. The house is no longer there. In fact, the whole neighborhood is gone, torn down so the North Freeway could go up. Still, King says there's a chance the killer is still out there. And even though it's been more than 42 years, there are at least 3 reasons the family might get justice. First, King believes someone knows who killed Laura Jane Linehan, even though memories can fade.
They do, but I found in this line of work, things that are traumatic usually stick with people.
Second, there are new tools like DNA available to investigators.
There are new techniques now that are out that can possibly lead us back to information in reference to that case.
Gotta exhume my mom, see if there's anything, maybe, just maybe there. I don't know.
Jackie is all for science solving this, but if science can't do it, maybe cash can. And that's the third thing, a $25,000 Crime Stoppers reward.
If somebody has the information, in fact, they may have information and don't realize that they have the information that we need. So we'd like to hear from anyone.
You know, the only thing keeping me going is hope.
Jackie's hope that no matter how it happens, enough information will come in that will let her close her file for one final time.
And if nothing does happen, I mean, you know what, I've lived with it this long. I just don't want to take it to my grave with me, like, God, nothing ever being done.
Well, there is an Omaha homicide support group helping grieving families find closure. That group's dedicated a memorial rock garden at the Adams Park Community Center. It's in honor of those loved ones lost. Here's Chronicle's Sarah Feely.
Jamila Heseltine.
One by one.
Quavion Tucker.
Each rock.
Rodney Hart.
Painted with tenderness and remembrance.
For me, that's my sister's spirit animal, so I'm putting her right there.
Laid in love.
I wish we had more time with her. We're trying to teach her how to love, a memory.
The Omaha Homicide Support Group dedicates a rock garden.
I feel his presence, and that's a good thing.
As a place to feel close to their loved ones, with others who share in a grief many will never understand.
This was my first round at real grief. I mean, I've lost plenty of people in my time. But losing a child is something different.
The meeting struck deep for Tamiko Jones, having just passed the anniversary of her daughter's death.
August 12th.
Shalana Houston was gunned down in 2022, right around the time the Homicide Support Group launched.
I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know anything about it, to be honest, and I was lost. But the ladies in this group, they made it make sense.
Every family who loses someone to violence is invited. And for those dealing with a more recent loss, they say the meetings are moving.
Been grieving for a long time, and nobody haven't really been talking, because we the type that pretty much stay to ourselves. For us to be out here actually talking, it got to be something good about the situation.
The rocks themselves, a project targeting their trauma. confronting it as a way to bring peace and purpose when that grief can feel suffocating.
Waking up every day knowing that my baby brother's gone, it feels like somebody's choking you, literally. I can't swallow it. I can't sleep. It's very hard.
The garden serves as a reminder, especially for those still searching for their loved one's killer.
When we first started, there wasn't half this many people here. You know, you're happy that they have the support and that it's here. It's just sad that we're steady losing people.
Ahead of Cold Case Awareness Month, the families have an ask. Come forward to bring these families answers and make sure no more rocks are added to the garden.
We just want to stop the violence.
Sarah Feely, KETV, Newswatch 7.
All right, if you missed any part of the show, if you want to watch it again, it's available on the Very Local app. You can also share that with others. Well, that's what families hope you do, because they've been living with the unknown for too long and they need answers. I'm Rob McCartney. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning for KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle.